Hey, do you remember the other day when you were telling me about how hard you find it to make decisions and how you'd rather stab yourself with a pen than make a real important decision? Well, I've got an idea for you that'll help you make decisions instantly, quickly, every time, and it'll help you stop regretting the decisions that you make. Have you got a minute? So the reason why a lot of people find it hard to make decisions is that in that moment where you have to make the decision, all sorts of stuff just runs through your head and it's just completely out of control. You're thinking, what would happen if I make this decision? What would happen if I make the wrong decision? All these things go bouncing around in your head and it causes a lot of confusion, right? So what I do in my decision-making process to help me make decisions very quickly is that whenever I have to make a decision, bang, I grab whatever's around me and I start writing down all the options I've got within that decision. So option A, option B, option C, D, whatever. I list down all the options. The second thing I do is once I've listed down all the options is next to each option I'll work out what's the best possible thing that could happen and what's the worst possible thing that could happen if I take that option. And I go through all the options and I list the best and the worst for each and every one of them. By now I've calmed down a lot because all these thoughts bouncing around my head are being put down onto paper in some sort of a structure, and I'm working through a process as I do this. And sometimes the clearer option will stand out in front of me. Now the other thing to remember is, depending on what sort of a person you are, whether you're very risk averse or very favor benefits and don't really care about risk, that will dictate how you choose your decisions or make your decisions, right? But don't worry about it, whatever you choose, you got to trust in yourself and trust that gut of yours that you're making the right decision based on the information you have. I can't reiterate that enough, guys, because so many people worry about making a bad decision. But at the end of the day, what's the worst that could happen if you make a bad decision? You've got to trust in yourself that given the information at hand, you're making the best decision possible. And if it doesn't work out, it's a lesson learned. And you really need to think about that in those terms, because otherwise you will worry about making decisions all the time. And it really doesn't need to be like that. So whatever happens in your life and in your business, I wish you nothing but success in beautiful decision making. I'm AJ Kulatunga. I hope this tip serves you well.